myself, I'll give you a little backstory of me. Uh, First of all, before I even say that, let me tell all of you guys that absolutely appreciate your time. Absolutely appreciate you taking the time out of your day, out of your morning, or out of your evening to jump on this call and to be here with us. Time is the only thing that we cannot make more of. It's the only resource that we can't get back once we spend it. So it's valuable and it's absolutely appreciated. I appreciate it. And of course, you guys know Chance and Sam absolutely appreciate your time and value your time and what you're putting into this. So let's make the most of it and get started. Like I said, my name's Matt Perry. I'm 40 years old, so I'm the old guy that's in here. I'm in Albania. I'm originally from Atlanta, Georgia. I've been here for about 2 years here in Albania. Went off on a vision quest, so to speak. That's kind of what got me here. And while I was here, I began to realize that income is like the biggest hurdle for people in this place. More so than what you see in most of the other countries around the planet. It's a very, very low income country and region. But people have this very, very low ceiling, and they don't have a lot of opportunity to get beyond just surviving, just paying their rent or their mortgage or paying their utilities and having enough food and, maybe taking a few coffees or whatever with their friends. So I very quickly realized that that was the lifestyle that I was in here and that I saw other people there. And I wanted to find an opportunity for me and for my family. I have a daughter and I've got two sons that are my legacy. And I wanted to find a way to get beyond that paycheck and get beyond that possibility. So I started searching online for a couple of options and find ways that I could maximize the value of my time and compress the time that I was spending to earn an income so that I could enjoy life with my family or enjoy life doing the other things for the goals that I wanted to reach for myself and help other people do as well. And so that's where I kind of ran across iMarkets Live, and I heard about this system, heard about training and trading for the Forex and foreign exchange markets and for cryptocurrencies. And honestly, I heard about this through Facebook, ran across a guy named Austin Godsey on Facebook and saw his page, and then saw a video that he did called Never Quit. And it was extremely inspiring and extremely motivating for me. And I was like, okay, that's it. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I need. And so there was another guy that I had actually ran across in I think it was in a Ty Lopez or a Grant Cardone group on Facebook that I knew that was affiliated with that. And of course, that was Chance and Sam. And so I'm here talking on one side with Austin, and I'm here talking on one side with Chance. And there was just this relatability that I had with Chance. He was a very personal guy. We came from very similar backgrounds, and we just clicked and connected. And, at that point in time, that's where I made my decision of, this is the guy that I'm going to run with. This is the guy that I know the information that he's talking about and that he's teaching me or that he's teaching other people is going to be a skill set that I can learn. Not that Austin wasn't, it was just I had the connection there with Chance. Austin's got a great organization and he does some awesome things. So I began my journey in November of last year with Chance and Sam, and with falling under their mentorship and learning from them. And the thing that I absolutely love about iMarkets Live is the mentorship, is the community, is the relationship and the connection that we have and that we have the opportunity to build. There is nowhere else in the world that you can come and learn this skill set where you have educators in your ear every day, on your laptop or your phone, in your eyes every day, that are willing to walk through this process and teach you this hand in hand, step by step, and give you every excuse to succeed and remove every excuse for your failure, provided that you're willing to put forth the effort and you're willing to stay plugged in and learn this skill set and apply it for yourself. So the other thing that absolutely was rocking for me with IML and iMarkets Live was the tools and the products that they offer. They put a huge competitive advantage into the foreign exchange market for us to use, and I've taken advantage of that. And since that point in time, everything has absolutely turned in a wonderful direction for my life and for the people that I've been interacting in. We've been able to provide a little bit of a cushion. We're growing our incomes, we're growing our accounts, and it's been a learning process, but that's been the ride, that's been the joy. Sam and Chance both have been there to help me, even all the way across the planet on 6 time zones away. I know that I can reach out to these guys and they've got my support and they're going to help me succeed in no matter what my difficulty is or how long this takes. So we just keep growing. We've got a huge network out here that is getting ready to pop off and explode. It's been an absolute rocket year to start, and it's continuing to get better and faster as we begin to introduce people to this system here. The added value and the advantage for what this is going to do for people's lives here and in other parts of the world is incalculable. It is invaluable. This is a skill and a skill set and a resource that once you learn this, no one can take it away from you. And it is not dependent on any job market. It's not dependent on any employment or income levels. It is all determined simply on your ability to learn and your ability to continue with this market. So with that being said, I don't want to waste any more of the time. I want to bring up Chance. I want to turn it over to him and let him begin to answer some of these questions and answers. Chance, take it away, brother.
Awesome. Awesome. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the call. Thank you so much for that intro. And Matt, your story is one for the books. 100%. I can't wait to see what it's like by the time we're done running it. But, we're just getting started. We're really just getting started with this entire journey. And I can't wait to help each and every single one of you guys out on this journey as well. Everybody checking this out here today. Now, I am going to go through a few questions about the Forex markets. This is a call to really go over and give you a little bit of extra info on what we got going on here. So the first question I have is, how can we make money trading on our phones? So guys, what we're actually doing here in the Forex markets is we are trading currencies. Now, this is a crazy thing because back in the day, before the internet, people were still trading currencies, but they might have had to drive or take flights to different countries and exchange currencies when their values fluctuated. Or maybe they were multi-millionaires and they had other ways to do it. But guys, now with our smartphones, we have the ability using a broker account, which is like an online bank account, which allows us to trade in the Forex markets and trade money literally simultaneously like this, as quick as you can snap your fingers. We can place trades, get in and out of positions in the markets. And what we do here with IML is we have trained educators who are professional traders themselves, on top of having AI technology to help you find better trade setups. We work together with you and teach you how to find these trade setups and how to profit yourself, because we firmly believe in the theory of you give a man a fish, you'll feed him for a day, and you teach him how to fish, you'll feed him for a lifetime. We're here to teach you how to fish. We're here to teach you how to trade so you can eat for a lifetime. Now, the next question here is for somebody who did a little bit more research, and the question is, what is a pip? So guys, a pip is something that we use that term on a daily basis. So if you've ever looked at anything Forex, you've definitely seen the word pip. Pip is a fancy word for the fourth number behind the decimal. That's all it is. Fourth number behind the decimal. That is a pip on anything besides JPY pairs. Then it is the second number behind the decimal. But as you go through the education, we'll break that down for you and explain a little bit more in depth on that. How much money do you need to get started? Now, this is a great question. When it comes to getting started here with IML, it does have a startup fee of $210 and $145 a month to pay for the subscription, to pay for the education, and it's really, really cheap. But when you look at that compared to what you need to get started in the markets, you can actually get started in the markets with 20, 30, 50 bucks. And that's what we suggest everybody starts off at. Even our people who come in here, if you're $1 million stock trader, if you have had a lot of success other places, we like to start you off with what we call a baby account, a small amount of money that if it goes to zero, you are not going to lose sleep. You're not going to worry. You're not going to have anything go wrong financially, because guys, I'll tell you what, in the Forex markets, you can lose $30,000 as fast as you can lose $30. Promise you, I've seen it happen. I've seen people blow 30,000 super quick. So what we do is we get you started with a baby account, so a smaller account where you're looking at maybe maybe 50 bucks, maybe 30 bucks, and we teach teach you how to flip that 50 to 250. And then after you can do that, then maybe you can throw a little bit more money in there. But we always try to keep it safe up front because there are rookie mistakes that will happen over time. Are we able to only trade, or are we required to share with people? Yeah, guys, this is a question I get all the time, but definitely when it comes to iMarkets Live, a lot of people do know we do have a referral program. We have a referral program where you can actually bring people in and get what the one program we like is a 2 and free. You can bring 2 people to the platform, then you can get your monthly fee for free. If you have a bigger network and you want to bring in 12 people, you can make $600 a month, 75 people, $2,000 a month, or 500 people for $10,000 a month and even more residual income. But guys, you do not have to do that. You can, guys, for my first 2 years, I made all my money by not saying anything, by just trading. I have people on my team right now that have been with me for years that haven't talked to a single soul, and they just trade every single day. So yes, you can make all this money and more trading. How can we get started in Australia? That's an amazing question, because I actually just launched somebody in Australia yesterday, and I got another guy starting up in Australia tomorrow. So I actually got a few people launching out in Australia currently. Guys, with Australia, it's the same as anywhere else. As long as you have internet connection anywhere in the world, we can trade. You heard Matt talk about he's out in Albania. I got people in Australia. I got people all across the U.S. I got people in, all over the world that we're teaching, Africa, South America, Canada, anywhere in the world. We got people there learning how to trade. Our system is 100% online, and out in Australia, you can, then they have the same access to the internet that we do. So we can teach them and we can educate them all the same way. And luckily with Australia, the language barrier isn't quite different, but if you're out in Australia and you live in the US, we do speak a little different. But with that being said, next question. What determines the movement in the market? Guys, the movement in the market is determined by the changing of really just countries' economies. So the economies are always being fluctuated, and it's just the value of the currency. So the value of the currency has a lot of things that go into it, some things being the stock market, other things just being interest rates, how the government's spending their money, terrorist attack, all kinds of other things that could go crazy wild. But essentially, guys, it's just the value of the currencies constantly fluctuating, determined by supply and demand. So if you guys know the basics of supply and demand, supply and demand is always changing. And in a $5.3 trillion a day market, there's always a little bit of fluctuation in supply and demand. And that's where us as day traders are able to make our profits. So how can I learn this without losing a lot of money in a learning curve? So with that question, it really goes along with what I said earlier, was with like the smaller baby account. You start out with a baby account, and you learn how to flip that baby account. And once you get, let's say you want to put $1,000 into the Forex markets, I think it's smarter to put $50 in, turn 50 to 250, and then put the 1,000 in and then trade 1,200 from there. Because if you can take the 50 to 250, you've proven you have the skill set down. Where if you just put $1,000 in and you're trading demo, there's a big difference between demo and live trading. All right. What would you have told yourself about Forex, knowing that what you know now day one? So this is actually something that I talk about every single day on our Forex 101 call. So the question here is, what do I wish I could go back and tell myself as a beginning Forex trader now that I'm a full-time trader? I answer this every single day, 5 days a week on so 5 days a week, Sunday through Thursday. We do this on our Forex 101 call. We go in for an hour and break it down, but there's a lot of things. We have a 3-step process that will teach you to cut your learning curve in half. But simply, guys, I would tell myself to stay consistent, never give up on your goals and dreams. Stay consistent, never give up on your goals and dreams. That is what I would do. That is what I would tell myself, and that's what I would work on and focus on really going into this. Because I'll tell you what, guys, at the end of the day, I believed in myself when nobody else would. I believed in the skill set when people told me this wouldn't work. I believed in Forex, and it paid off. You guys can see the view behind me, 41st floor. It's crazy. It's crazy. This is this lifestyle I didn't think was possible, but now because of Forex, it is for me, and I'm seeing other people create this lifestyle for themselves as well. So I know that this system is duplicatable, and it works for people who are willing to put in the work. Question, can you talk a little bit about the cryptocurrency education? Yeah, guys, cryptocurrency is off the chain. We made some cryptocurrency investments that are blowing my mind already, and they're just getting started. But guys, when it comes to cryptocurrency here with iMarkets Live, we have a full lineup of cryptocurrency educators that are going to teach on a daily basis. We have actually, I believe, almost 40 hours a week of live education on the cryptocurrency side. We'll do everything from teach you how to invest in altcoins, to teach you how to day trade cryptos, to teach you just the basics of what blockchain is. So everything and anything you want to know on a cryptocurrency basis, we can teach you, and we have educators who are doing it full time to help you guys through that process. So that is an amazing question, guys. Our crypto side is amazing. I'll tell you what, right now it's blowing our minds what our crypto investments are doing. So guys, with that being said, thank you all so much for hopping on the call tonight. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Make sure you get back to the person who invited you on this call, because they truly do care about you and they want to see you succeed. Guys, this system that we have is helping a lot of people change their lives, and I cannot wait to add you to that list. So I'll see each and every single one of you guys on the other side, and we'll be talking real soon.